Boom, boom, boom. Welcome back to Theme Park Wizard on this lovely chit chat about theme parks with the ambassador. How
Hey
are you,
everybody,
Mr.
what's
Ambassador?
how are you, Mr. Wizard? Nice to be back on the show, man. It's been a while.
Too long, Ambassador, too
I
long.
know. I need to get you on mine.
Yeah, hello. I'm gonna come over there and use that microphone. So, how you been?
Oh, I've been excellent. Thank you so much. Yeah, things are good, dude. Things are good. A lot of exciting news happening in the world of theme parks and roller coasters and stuff.
Oh yeah, and someone here has his own new channel. Hmm.
That's right. Enthusiast Roundtable. You can find on YouTube, Rumble, and on Instagram. I'm the underscore ambassador underscore ERT. ERT standing for Enthusiast Roundtable. But as you know, it also stands for exclusive ride time. And it can also exclude for, hey, everybody rides together, right? Yeah, I think actually, I think the longtime viewers of your show, especially these live streams, may know when I was on your show last time, it's been probably a year that you got the exclusive drop that I was going to start the new show again.
That's
So
right.
yeah, I just came back. I only have 3 episodes up right now and a bunch of little funny little shorts, but yeah, 3 episodes in and more to come. And you're always welcome to the table.
I'll be there tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Well, we're gonna have to calendar you in.
Oh, see, he's just so popular. He's so busy.
No, 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 no. It's just I have to check with the receptionist, which is the wife and the kid.
Oh man!
How have you
And
been, man? What's going down with you?
happy birthday, Kevin! Tomorrow. Oh,
Hey,
I've
happy
been
birthday,
pretty
Kevin.
well. Just I'm trying to upgrade my equipment. Look, I got this new webcam here from Amazon
Nice,
that's
man.
better than my laptop's one. So it's pretty
Oh, that's
cool.
the way to go. I mean, the thing is with laptops, they are making them thinner and things like that. But the thing is, like the
Hmm.
technology with the cameras. I mean, yes, we can do it, but they're not that great. So, I mean, I'm not using my webcam either. I'm actually using an external camera too. What'd you get? Is it like a Logitech or what'd you get?
It's a depth stack,
Oh, cool.
depth stitch something. I had a Logitech one, and it went to the top. It's like one of those clip-on things.
Hmm.
And it kept falling. I was like, yeah, this looks stupid. So then I got one. Decided to go spend a little bit more money and then get some off
Yeah.
Amazon. It's like, oh, it's only like $40, but it looks pretty clean. I'm like,
No, that looks very
so
clean. I think it
cool.
looks cleaner than my feed right now.
Like it does. Yours is a little blurry.
Mm.
Haha, bastard, gotcha.
Focus, my out of focus. Cool,
And I
man.
was like,
That's
yeah, it's pretty easy to set up. It's just a little USB just plopped into my laptop. I'm like, oh, I like this. I like this a lot. I like it a lot. So when I'm gonna get you back to Universal, Ambassador?
oh, dude, I got to get back there so bad. Like I want to see. I mean, the thing is, you're killing it with those updates. With the rumored new attraction that's going in at the
Hmm.
those old animal actors and stunt show or special was it special effects? Yeah, special effects
Yeah,
show.
special effects.
RIP those attractions, but at the same time, um, I'm excited to see what's going to be coming. That's really cool. Hopefully, it's a coaster.
I know. Hopefully, what is I'm about to eat you?
No, my son is making fun of my son again with the same namesake as you. My son's name is
Ethan,
Ethan.
I love little Ethan. I gotta go meet little Ethan one day.
That's right. You'll meet him one day.
Like, man. But
But yeah,
yeah,
I got to get back there to Universal,
so
man.
cool. You still haven't been in Nintendo, have you?
Oh yeah, that's right. I haven't even been in Super Nintendo World yet. The last time I was
Nah,
there, I
you gotta
just saw
take
it.
little Ethan.
I know he would love it.
Oh
But
wait,
but
just kidding. I met Ethan.
did you meet him? When did you meet him at
We were
Magic
at
Mountain?
Six Flags, Holiday in the Park, right?
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's
Dylan,
right. That's
you and
right.
Dylan were there, and I was with
That's
my
right.
friends, and we went to go get like dessert together for like a second.
That's right. Yeah, there's a big group of us. I think it was
That was
like
cool. I totally forgot about that.
America's Coastal Network was there. I think that Parks Bros was there. There was a bunch of people
Hmm.
there. No, that's right.
Hmm. Yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's little Ethan. And that was cool. It was very cold that day, so that hot chocolate really helped out.
Yes. But
But
here's a funny story about Super Nintendo World. My wife has actually been. So my wife, with her
what?
work, yeah, with
She
her
she
work, she
without you?
yeah, I know, right? She had some clients from out
She
of
cheated
town.
on you.
I know. Peaches, 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 peaches. No, she wanted to entertain some clients that were from out of town, and they really wanted to go. So they went, and
Wow.
she was not
No,
able to ride. I don't think she was able to ride Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge because something like I think it went down or something like that. And so
mhm.
all that they were able to do was I should say all, but they were able to do the power bands and they were able to do the restaurant and things like that. But they unfortunately weren't able to ride there. I think it was still technically in soft open when she was riding it. So I think that's why,
Oh,
because like with the soft opening, which
yeah.
is like or technical rehearsals or whatever it was called.
Yeah. That was the time to go. That was the time to go. Because,
Right.
boy, I just remember walking on everything. It was great. Now it's like impossible. But what was her favorite dish? Did she tell you?
Well, I don't remember what she got. So my wife has got a very particular diet, so she doesn't eat gluten, and so I don't know what she got. I don't remember, but I can find out and send it to you in a DM later.
You better. I'm curious. Like, goodness, like, I can't believe you haven't been. This is crazy.
I
Not even
know.
not even by yourself. Like, oh my goodness. Like, what? That,
Yeah, it's ridiculous that I haven't been.
like, I think we got to get you there this weekend.
This weekend would be great, except I have a roofer coming to make sure that my roof is fixed. I don't know, dude. Ethan, it's crazy, brother. Like, so when all those rains happened in Southern California, you remember it was like raining for like a
Mm-hmm.
month, like crazy. We had
Mm-hmm.
a leak in our roof, and it caused a bunch of water damage, and it's been like a whole thing. We've had to come have people rip the walls down and then like
Ooh.
fix it, and that's the thing. So that's going to be Saturday, unfortunately. That's another reason why I haven't been able to be as regular with my new show as I want to be,
Mm-hmm.
just because I'm dealing with this house. It's so stressful. I know,
Well,
but
that's
it's like, but some people say,
fair.
well, hey, you own a home, and I guess I'm blessed for that. Yes, but
You're even
when
more
you,
blessed if you paid it off.
yeah, not yet, but it is a money pit right now, so it's just one of those things. But
Man, well, hey, as long good thing that good thing it flooded. Like, good thing you don't have to move out or anything. So that's
yeah,
good.
we had homeowners insurance, which is great, which has been, like I
Yeah,
said, been a blessing. So that's good. So it could have been
but
worse,
and you have a few months of dryness, so I guess it's a good time to
right?
repair everything. So, all
Right.
right, but I'm still getting you there. I'm still getting you there. This
Right.
summer,
So
this
what do you think?
summer.
What do you think? Speaking of this summer, what do you think? Do you think it's going to be a coaster that's coming into Universal?
Oh, I definitely. I'd say I'm 99.99999% sure. Only because a friend of mine.
Is this friend Vin Diesel?
Yes, he said it himself. But a friend of a friend who's in the creative department saw a POV of the thing. So I was
Oh
like, okay.
wow.
And that's what
Okay,
he
well
told me
that's
all
good
the
to know.
details. I was like, oh, wow, these are great details. Should be pretty cool. It's like a little velocicoaster on a hill. And that sounds great. But
That would be
there's
so
also
cool.
Cosmic Rewind.
Yeah. So is it going to like drift?
Yeah, so it's gonna
Oh my gosh.
there's gonna be four trains, right? Each this is according to the the rumored whatever's on
Yes,
that
all
video.
speculation. This is
Yeah,
all alleged. We don't know anything. We haven't hacked
yeah.
anything. Just for those who are watching, this is all pure speculation.
Um, so four trains with four cars. Each of the cars will be themed to and one of the major characters. Yeah, cars like muscle
Oh,
cars.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Then they'll be drifting on the turns of control spin. They'll go forwards and backwards at times, and then
Wow.
there will be two launches, right? Two launches, and then with the second one getting the 73 miles per hour, so it'll be a touch faster than Velocicoaster if the 73 miles per hour is accurate.
Holy
Oh,
crap! Really?
3 inversions, including a dive loop, a Top Gun stall, and a top hat. I think is the third one.
So how's it
And
going to be a Top Gun stall? Like, are there going to be two? Is it going to be like a block zone where when train's coming back, it'll?
so that one will be, I guess, one of them. I think the Top Gun stall is happens first as you go over the escalator and down the hill, and the top hat
Oh, so
is
you're Top Gunning with the people on the escalator.
yeah, and then you kind of go around the. Was my assumption. You go around the mountain hill, and then you do a dive loop on your way to start your journey on the way back. Then there's the second launch, which takes you over the top hat again over the escalator
Right.
to the second half, and then it ends. My assumption, haven't seen any site plan, but I'm the way from the lead concept art, from what I can imagine how it goes. That's what I'm guessing. Quickly,
Well,
by the way, thank you for the $10 OG55. Subscribe to his channel and smash that like button. $10.
well, it's so funny because it's like, for those who have not ever been to Universal Studios Hollywood, the like pretty much the entire park is built on the side of a hill mountain type of thing, and it kind of terraces down, like it's like and they have like escalators and stuff like that. And I just always thought that in my mind I was like, if they built a roller coaster there, you wouldn't really need to have a lift hill, because if you started it up top, you've already got the drop basically built in. Kind of think like Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City, how they just kind of built that around the top of a hill. So just right out of the station, it just does a hill. I thought that would be really interesting, but then people are like, well, how do you get it back up the hill? I'm like, launches with a launch. I mean, come on.
And
That's
just to
super
correct
cool.
this one, this comment, yes, I know Top Hat is not an inversion, but the third inversion wasn't told to me, but there'll be 3 of them. I just don't know what the third one is. But
that's true. Girl power coasters. You're right. A top hat is not an inversion unless it's an inverted top hat.
Yeah, but there'll be.
Good call.
There's a third one somewhere in there. I don't know. Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. The third element, inversion, from what was told to me, was, I guess, something similar to that Mosasaurus roll thing.
Oh, well,
that's what it was. I guess
that would be cool.
around the hill. Like as you go around the hill, kind of just, which would seem pretty cool, because wow, that thing looks amazing as you go. Like I've caught up one of those, and then the top out on the way back up.
Dude,
but
so cool.
And quickly, let's see. Monday's a holiday, so we'd have 3 more days to get an HHN Amazing announcement this month. So I don't know, maybe not. but
who knows? Do you have any insights with that same friend that for any of the HHN stuff?
No, I do not. Like, I barely even know what I like that. We should call it a family role. I'm like tag Universal on Instagram, or Twitter, like, we should call, if you decide to put a bear roll on any or one of your coasters,
the Dom roll,
family roll, the Dom roll. But yeah. I don't know about HHN. I guess
crazy.
We have one announcement, Chucky. So maybe they're like, all right, you got one. So now you're at the next one before it opens.
Yeah, man. Golly.
What do you think about that spec map?
The spec map? Which one?
The latest one, the newest one. What do you think?
About what?
Oh, you didn't see it? Oh my goodness.
No. What's spec map? I'm sorry.
The Halloween Horror Nights spec map.
Oh, the Hollywood Horror Nights one. Sorry. Yeah, stay on topic. I haven't seen it. No.
Interesting. Okay, well, let's see if I can find it. Oh, I think I can remember what it says. It said a top secret maze. It said Demon Slayer. It said there's an owl for the Parisian courtyard, which I guess the owl is like, represents La Lechuza, some Mexican Hispanic thing. which makes sense with the Parisian courtyard because you see that, I don't know if you've seen, but the facade looks very
Yeah, yeah. It look kind of
strict,
has like a Spanish
strict
motif, sort of.
Spanish vibe going,
Yeah, yeah,
which
yeah.
I think it looks gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Um, Stranger Things was mentioned
Oh, all
as
right,
maybe the
interesting.
top secret one. The Lady Gaga was mentioned as the guitar um, that
All right.
disappeared. I don't know, but whatchamacallit, I can say with almost certainty, that Waterworld will be the new show venue. Thank goodness, which means no more Jabberwockies, and we might get or most likely we'll get a Halloween themed show, maybe a Purge themed show, is what I heard,
Oh, that'd be
and then of
cool.
course something else.
That'd be
I don't know
super
what the
cool.
something else is, but anything is better than Jabberwockies, in my opinion. So we're
Well,
excited.
yeah, I'll tell you what, they do so good every year. You know, it's like I think that's so
They
fun
do
to
go
like,
so good.
and it's not just for enthusiasts, it's like everybody gets super excited to try to figure out what um HHN is going to be. And it's so interesting, it's like if you think about it, it's like Halloween seems so far away and they just start building everything now. It just goes to show you just the amount of quality that they put into it. It's really cool.
Let's see. No, the friend of a friend doesn't have any YouTube channels. He doesn't have any. He like works in. He's in Universal.
Allegedly works in the
He's
Universal. We
allegedly.
and is allegedly a he. We're
And
not
oh
here
yeah,
to.
I actually don't even know if it's a he. As I'm just assuming call everybody a he. But yeah, this person is allegedly in the Universal.
They
Allegedly is
work
in
at the churro stand. Okay, that's
the yeah, they in the churro stand.
the Dippin' Dots
But
guy.
he definitely hasn't. They don't have a YouTube channel or anything. Um. Oh shit. Honestly, I don't know if the tour, that track. Someone said it was speculated that was the track. I hope it is because I keep looking for shipments and they're not has been shipped. But boy, oh boy, that'd be great if that was the track.
Do you know what would
I
be
just know
super
that the
interesting? Where
concept art
where
doesn't look blue.
where because they really haven't. The last coaster they bought that they built there, was the Fly the Hippogriff, and it's like we wouldn't even know where they would store track pieces. Where do you think
That's
where
what
would they
I'm thinking.
store where would they
Like,
store it?
I think it would be really hard for them to hide it. So I feel like we'd have to see it.
Unless they staged it in a soundstage that wasn't being utilized. But that's interesting. Where in the world would they on the Universal lot where they store track and supports?
You
That's
know that
fascinating.
that is because like that'd be really. Like, they're right. I guess maybe it's they haul in overnight and put in a soundstage. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Because that would keep it out of
To
the elements. The sound stages are big enough to store everything, if as long as it's not being rented out. Or another thing they could
mhm.
do, they could actually store it in the what was it, the War of the Worlds crash site, and people just wouldn't know it was there because it just looked like it's wreckage.
True. Until like someone like
Someone on the backlot studio tour is like, that looks like Intamin track.
you see a little camera. Wait a second. Like man, you know Slovakia. You know what? I must say this is probably a ambassador type of thing because boy, I'm not too familiar about where Intamin's facilities are. I know where they're headquartered, but do you know much about Intamin's facilities or where they manufacture their stuff?
I don't know. It's like it's kind of funny. They've always been kind of elusive because at first they were using way back in the day. They were using the Claremont still like B&M was using back when
Mm-hmm.
those two boys were working with Intamin. I don't know. I mean, I only know. Oh, so Grill Power Coaster says in Schaan, Liechtenstein, and then
Because I know that's the Liechtenstein, that's their headquarters.
yeah, Liechtenstein
And
is where
then
they
I
are
guess very
headquartered.
ones, including one in Georgia. Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
I only know of the location for like three manufacturers. I know of Claremont Steel, then I know of Intermountain Lift, which is in Utah, and then I know of Rocky Mountain Construction, which is in Idaho. That's all I know.
Oh yeah, interesting,
Well, and then
Yeah,
Mach, I guess
you know,
Mach makes their own on site in their
um,
facility in Germany.
uh,
But
I have a question for you, Ambassador.
yes,
Have you seen SeaWorld's new Manta coaster in Abu Dhabi?
yeah, I did. I watched that POV actually just this morning.
So, question:
Yeah,
how come that track doesn't looks different from the typical Intamin track?
did Intamin make that one, or did Mach make it again?
Intimate, but it looks like something Mock would have made, right? But
Well,
it's Intamin made.
Intamin has a triangle. I call it triangle track. Like the 3-point
Mhm.
track. I can't make a triangle with my hand, but they have triangle track that they've used on other rides. Most notably, like Maverick and stuff like that. They've got triangle track. That's the thing about so interesting about Intamin. It's like they have so many different track types. It's really kind of hard to kind of follow them.
Mhm.
My favorite still is their cube track, like on Accelerator and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But yeah, they've had triangle track, and so when I first started becoming an enthusiast and seeing Mock track, I thought it was Intamin track because they kind of ripped it off. Gerstlauer kind of does the same thing with their track. It's kind of triangle track. But yeah, I mean, with like Velocicoaster, it's a completely different. Yeah, like Grow Power Coasters is saying that it's like a
Yeah. See, because
fixed
I'm
spine.
used to seeing the backbone track.
Yeah.
It seems like that's what they've been using a lot. So I was like, whoa, we're back with the triangle track. Because I know they did that before, but I was like, well.
So are you
But
sure that it's Intamin that made that one? I'm gonna have to search because it looks very similar.
100%. Only because I think I watched Theme Park Reviews review, and then I said, "Look at this Intamin." I'm around time. There's like a ride on the Intamin made Manta coaster, but it's funny because Mock made the one out here, and
Right, and it looks
right.
very similar. Like the beginning looks the same and everything.
Yeah, that's why I was like, so confusing. But yeah, I
Sorry,
guess
I'm gonna go to
Intamin,
RCDP really quick, and we'll find
and
out
of
what's going
course,
on.
yeah, that was weird. Okay, so skeleton. That's what the triangle track. I like triangle track better. Easy to remember, but skeleton is what that's called.
Oh, it's called
Interesting.
Skeleton. I like Triangle better.
Yeah, like it's definitely easy because I mean it looks like a triangle.
Yeah.
And backbone. I see backbone makes sense because it looks like the spine like looks like a backbone. That looks pretty cool. I like that track. I think that's my favorite track. It also looks
Mm.
very smooth.
Yeah, I'm still a fan of that cube track. I don't know what it's called. Someone will let us know in the chat, but yeah, like Millennium
Come on,
Force,
girl power
that
coasters.
whole
Keep track. What is it called?
I love that track. I like if I could make like a bench or something out of track, it'd be that.
And speaking of
um,
cube track,
yes, sir.
when do you think Accelerator is gonna reopen? Speaking of
Wow,
Accelerator.
what a great question. You know, I for one, I don't believe it suffered the same issues as that Top Hill Dragster was facing.
Dragster.
I think
Mhm.
Dragster was facing it went down a lot, but it had a lot to do with its hydraulic braking system, like so
Mhm.
to stop the train in an event of a rollback. That's what
Mhm.
really caused because those the brake fins would
Mhm.
would go up and they would drop down before the launch, and they needed to race back up. And I think that was constantly the issue. I don't think it was the launch mechanism itself. And so, when the guest got hurt by some sort of flying bolt or something like that, obviously I hope they're okay. But I think that's what caused it to, they're like, let's just use that as an excuse to finally fix this famously downed time coaster. With Accelerator, I don't. I mean, it has the same system, but I don't think they're like, oh, well, we got to shut down. And I don't think it's going to close either because why would they have gone through that extensive repainting of it?
Oh yeah, I know,
If they're
right?
just going
Because
to close
I
it
know it
down.
looks gorgeous. By the way, I like the little racing, that flame kind of idea
So,
they got going on with that.
and
That's cool.
and all the other accelerator models, like King Dakar is still operating with no problems.
Mhm.
The what's it called? I'm probably gonna say it wrong. The one at Hershey Park.
Oh, I know
Not
what you're
not
talking about.
not Fahrenheit,
definitely.
but the other one. That one's still going, and then they just opened up that new one at that new park in the middle of nowhere. Was it Iowa or somewhere? The island, like the Lost Islands or something like that. They opened up a
Mhm.
little
Oh
exploring
yeah.
model there. Then that just opened, and so I think that while antiquated, I still think the hydraulic launch is just fine. So I don't know. It's such a mystery. Maybe because it's Cedar Fair, and Cedar Fair maybe put a hold on it and said, "Hey, listen, until we can
Mhm.
figure out or get an approval from Intamin to, everything's." I don't know. It's kind of like Montezuma's Revenge, or the new
Mhm.
retelling of that's like what's happened. It's like stalled. It's like everything's like I don't know what's going on with Knott's right now. I mean, the Fiesta Village looks
That
great.
one I think they said I heard like the manufacturer like made a mistake when making the tracks. They had to redo it or something.
Oh boy. Oh yeah,
So I think, and they
I
said
just
that's why
confirmed.
that's like a
Just confirmed on my phone. Yes, it's Intamin. That's so
yeah.
interesting that they had Intamin make it.
I know, right? Like
That's weird.
Storm Runner.
Storm Runner.
Because it
That's a
really,
type
because
it.
I
Hold
really
on.
thought it does look like you know um
Yeah, I'm down trying here. Right.
it's like a mock track, and mock doesn't know it's weird. It's super similar but different, man. So are you excited for Arctic Rescue?
Yeah, it's cool. I've been on the one, Wave Breaker, Sea Rescue, the one that's in SeaWorld, San
San
Antonio.
Antonio. Mhm.
Yeah, so I've been on that ride. It's really fun. I think that, that one's a little old. So I think that with these newer straddle coasters, I think they probably have worked out a little bit of the kinks. Maybe some of the dead areas, or the kind of areas that are just kind of like not as thrilling.
Mhm.
I think it should be really neat, especially because it's multi-launch. I think it'd be really, really cool. And I hope that it's themed better than Emperor's themed. There has been leaks today that shows the little helicopter that used to be in the
Mhm.
simulator, right? They brought that out
Yeah.
as theming, which is cool. But when you see things like like the Sea Abu Dhabi's theming for their Manta, going back to Manta, like
Gorgeous. I
this is
mean, that thing goes
fantastic.
literally goes right through a wave. It's like
Yeah, waves and
that's
stuff
like.
like yeah, super cool. So
But I
I
did
kind of would
see,
hope they
I
figure it
guess someone from the Sky Tower or something. They posted an aerial photo, and the ground looks like white, like ice. So
out.
that
Good.
looks
Make it look like
cool.
snow. That's good.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good.
yeah. So,
Yeah, I mean, I would
um,
I would like some ice caves or some snow drifts or a snowman that you can go around or something like that. That'd be cool.
hey, my BME is. Well, did you get an email? You should have gotten an email for that by now. Because I got mine a few days ago. If you
Mm.
got selected for your media adventure.
Yeah, when you're cool like Mr. Theme Park Wizard, you get media invites to things.
Oh yeah, Mr. Ambassador gets everywhere, like
No, I get
crazy.
everywhere, but I don't get any invitations from the parks. I just weasel my
I'm
way.
still there. Oh, Ace. Okay, so that
Oh, an
mean they
ace
go
event.
under Ace.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, those are cool. Oh, let's put it. Yeah, but let's see call it. Wow. Oh, there's. I missed. Did I miss any comments? No, I didn't. Okay, good stuff. But yeah, so this one should be cool. I guess a little what height limit of 30 feet, 40 miles per hour with 3 launchers should be a fun. Do you think it would be different enough from Manta? I think it will because it's a different type of
Well,
coaster,
yeah, because
but it's
it's a
similar.
straddle coaster, and here's going to be a hot take from me. I'm kind of not one of these people who are in the opinion of like, oh, this coaster is too similar to this coaster at the same park. It's like, so what? Like, like it's another roller
Mhm.
coaster. It's okay. I mean, yes,
Mhm.
we would all love to have super unique different rides all the time, but you start getting really nitpicky. Like I remember at Magic Mountain when people were like, "Oh, West Coast Racers is too similar to um,
Oh yeah, Twisted
Twisted Colossus," and
Colossus.
I go, "Twisted Colossus is a steel and wood hybrid coaster and has a lift hill. How is it similar? Like, well, it
Mhm.
raises. Okay, so then are you telling me that Viper and Scream are too similar because they both have lift hills and they both have inversions. It's too similar. We can't have Scream and Viper. It's too similar. It's like, come on. It's fine. The only time that I think that it was ever kind of wacky, even though I'll still give it a pass, was at Six Flags. Was it Six Flags America when they had like a normal boomerang and then the giant inverted boomerang right next to each other, which was kind of funny, but at the same time, it's like, hey, you've ridden it normal, now try it inverted. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, right. It's better than no coaster, and because I'm right, I talked to a friend, and I was like, "Oh, Arctic Rescue's opening," and he goes, "Yeah, but they just built the same ride. They have the other one 500 feet away from each other." I'm like, "Oh, I mean, that's like a different coaster." He goes, "It's the same one."
Hey, listen, Orion and Diamondback at Kings Island are really close to each other, and they are awesome. They're both fantastic rides. No, it would be like saying going to Holiday World. Hey, they've already got a really cool wooden coaster. We shouldn't have built the other one, so let's just keep one.
And SeaWorld specifically, it's pretty limited because there are height limits in most places.
No, I think it'll be cool. I like that it's starting indoors, and I like that it's going to go outdoors and then come back indoors. If that's cool, that's really neat.
And it's gonna have more launches in Manta, so that's different too.
And I hope it has, and maybe you've heard, I hope it has like a soundtrack that goes the whole time. I think that'll be really cool.
I hope so. Oh boy, because Manta doesn't do it. It does not, right?
No, it just has. I think it only has the music at the beginning.
Yeah, that show scene, and then I don't remember anything else.
My favorite part about Manta at SeaWorld San Diego is the little, I don't know, called the motion of the ocean right before the launch. It kind of goes back and forth. Like
that's cool. It goes.
Yeah, it's very interesting. But
and then my second favorite part is like right after that because you dive under the people, goes wee, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's great. I'm glad that they're getting another coaster, and I'm glad that. Well, I guess no, they have to make this one's blue too, isn't it? Because they all have to be blue.
Yeah.
That's right. But you know what? Again, it's okay if they're all blue. It goes back to the same thing. Listen, would you rather not have any roller coasters? I mean, I get it. We'd love them to be super tall, and we'd love them to be different colors, and blah 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 blah. But I think at the end of the day, I'm just glad that they're getting some that's being approved. Because it's like they just got Emperor, they just got it, and now they're getting this. This is great. This is good news. And speaking of that, Arctic Rescue, did you see that they're already clearing ground at SeaWorld Orlando for something, and it also happens to be near their Wild Arctic attraction?
Yeah, maybe another straddle coaster. Then they have one in each park.
Well, yeah, because this Dark Coaster just opened at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, which is owned by Seas, and that's getting a lot of praise. Obviously for being indoor and
now that would be really cool if they made a Wild Arctic, if they just extended the building and then made it a total indoor coaster with black light theming. Ooh, that would be cool.
They should call it Wild Antarctic. So it's you got the Arctic and then the
and if they actually made it cold because they'd be indoors and air conditioning, that'd be cool. That would give Space Mountain a run for its money, I think.
I think so too. I mean, man, Florida's killing it recently. I mean, funny
because Pipeline blue.
Well, Pipeline, it's like, but the thing is, it's like, okay, they got Velocicoaster, then they got Iron Gwazi. Well, I know Gwazi was finished first, but you know what I mean? Like, you got Gwazi, you got Velocicoaster, then they got Cosmic Rewind, and now this Pipeline. It's like,
and Tron, don't forget Tron.
Oh yeah, Tron. Oh my gosh, Florida's killing it right now. And I have not been on any of those rides because last time I was in Florida was right, kind of like in the pandemic 2021. So Velocicoaster was testing. It hadn't opened yet.
You just missed it.
Yeah.
That's when the Churro stand.
It's well, no, it was testing. we got to see it go around a couple of times, and then Iron Gwazi was standing but not operating, which was just sad. I don't know.
Hey, you just missed it again.
Yeah, and then Icebreaker was just a glint in little SeaWorld's eyes at that time, but yeah, so just got to miss all those rides, and also freaking Fun Spot Kissimmee getting the RMC 208 track on Mind Blow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Florida's where it's at. The family churros.
We're gonna kill it over there in Florida.
Yeah, girl power coasters. You're right. They're gonna have Dom's gonna come flying in, hanging onto that helicopter. At the very end, he's gonna eat a churro. Be like, hey, Antonio. Yes, I do have a YouTube channel. Thanks for asking. And with Wizards.
Oh yeah, let me put it. Let me try to. Hold on. Let me find it here.
I got it, dude.
Oh, you got it. Perfect. Because boy, yeah, let's put it up in that chat, because guess what? The ambassador has some very high profile guests like
Theme Park Wizard,
like the Wizard, like
That's
the
right.
Theme Park Obsession.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't want to take over your stream, but yeah, I do a show called the Enthusiast Roundtable, ERT for short.
Well, soon he might have the president of Intimate on there, so you better subscribe.
Hey now. And I like to bring in all the different YouTubers and Instagrammers that everybody likes, like about roller coasters. We just sit around at a table. We got 4 or 5 people come. We just talk. So I've got some new episodes up. I have some old episodes that were filmed on another channel whose name I will not mention. But if you type in the Enthusiast Roundtable, that might pop up. You might see them there. And if you want to watch them, that's fine. But the new channel is Enthusiast Roundtable.
And he's at 76 subscribers, so by the end of summer, we gotta get him to like 107. No, actually 500 by the end of summer. That's right.
Here's the thing. Here's the deal that I'm going to make just for Theme Park Wizard fans right now. The first 1,000 people that subscribe at my channel can do it absolutely free. The subscriptions will be absolutely free.
That's right. And after that, you can pay $6 for membership.
I remember I told that joke. It's like the super ultimate dad joke. I remember some people were like, subscriptions were always free. And I go, yeah, I know. That's the point. Hey, thanks, appreciate you.
I'm going to keep refreshing and up 77. Here we go. We're going to get you to 80 by the time the stream is over.
Yeah, and I'll do some more content here very soon. And so, and I encourage anybody that wants to, who is an enthusiast, who is in the SoCal area. I live really close to Magic Mountain. If you want to be on the show, just send me an email at enthusiastroundtable@gmail.com. Or if you want to do virtually like what we're doing with the Wizard right now, just hit me up. We'll make it happen.
And if you don't come to Universal so we can do a live in person show, then I will.
I gotta get there, man. I gotta get there. It's so funny. A little backstory with the Wizard and I. The last time he and I met up at Universal was, I think, 2019, either 2018 or 2019. And
you did a lot to get there. You took a train and this and that. And I'm like, wow, you parked in the parking lot way over there. Then you took the tram.
Actually, it wasn't 2019. It was 2020. It was like right
2020, because
the pandemic was going. Yeah, because we had to wear masks. That's right. And so I took the train there, which is fun because a lot of people don't realize you can take the subway to Universal.
It's right there. Like, you take the tram right from the subway station.
Yeah, it's super easy. And we met up and we were hanging out for a little bit, and then all of a sudden I got this message that I had to run back home.
Yeah. So we just got a donut and then we had to leave.
I know, man. I'll tell you. But I did, last time I saw you, you're right, it was Holiday in the Park. I thought it was the last time I saw you was Wonder Woman Flight of Courage media day. But
I saw you there too.
I saw you at Holiday in the Park. That's like freaking December. That's so long ago.
I know.
But I feel like, but the thing is though, I watch all your updates. I watch all your shows. I've got the notification bell click. So everybody make sure to sub and click that notification bell for Theme Park Wizard and watch his content because it's awesome. I watch a lot. I mean, when you call me out on every single one now, there's probably one I've missed or something like that. So don't call me on that. But no, I do watch all your quiz. I know.
So one from last week.
I'm not logging into my computer. But you do really great updates. So it's like I feel like I have hung out with you. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like I'm watching your updates, and so I think that's one of the coolest things about your channel is just like
I know because you're like there.
Well, it's very, your thing is you're such a genuine person. And I think that's why people like to subscribe to your channel. It's because it's like, you're not putting on some sort of face. You're not being fake, or like, do you know what I mean? It's like, you're very relatable. And so I think that's why I can sit down and watch it and just be like, oh yeah, I hung out with Ethan just the other day. Oh wait, no, I just was watching his stuff, but it kind of feels like we were hanging out. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it. Yeah, it does. Not like some people will be like, "Hi there, what's up?" But then you see them off camera, like, and then they're like so different. But
Girl Power Coach asked if we're actually get the president of Intimate. No, but I'll tell you who I do know, and I'll drop a little bit of a name drop. I do know people who work for Stengel Engineering, Werner Stengel Engineering, that do all the center lining and heart lining and profiling for Intamin. I do know, I have a contact over there, and I might have him on. His name's Marcos.
Bring him on.
So a lot of people don't realize. A lot of people don't understand that. People go, "Oh yeah, I love Intamin," or "Oh, I love B&M." It's like, yeah, I like them too, and they do design this stuff. But to make those rides work, they have to go to either Stengel Engineering or Ride Centerline. So, do you know Insider Drift info?
Oh,
I'm not sure what that is. Oh, is that the rumored ride?
The name of the coaster.
I see. Hey, you know what? This guy actually might. I mean, if it's an Intimate coaster, which is very well looking like it's going to be, I guarantee you, my buddy has worked on it. But they all have NDAs and stuff like that. I can't. Here's a fun fact: my neighbor, a guy that lives just a couple houses down from me, is a ride systems engineer, Imagineer for Disney, and he actually worked on the Tron in Shanghai Disneyland ride, and he's also worked on Cosmic Rewind. He worked on it, and he knows all of it. He knows everything. And I'm like, dude, I want to get you on the show. And he's like, well, I still have some NDAs that I'm not really allowed to say, some proprietary stuff. And I'm like, okay, we'll just come in and this ride's open now. You can talk about some things, right? And he goes, yeah, I guess so. He's not a Vekoma. He does work with Vekoma, obviously, because they're the exclusive manufacturer. But he's been to Vekoma many times. But yeah, he's a ride systems Imagineer. He works for
See,
Disney.
That's cool. Wow, tell him to Imagineer some awesome rides.
Well, he is. And now here's some tea. I haven't said his name, so obviously I'm not getting him in trouble, but he has just been asked to move, him and his family. He has 2 young kids and a wife. They've just asked him to move to Disneyland Paris. So he's going to be there for a couple of years. And so I'm just like, I can do the math. And I go, let's see, they're building a really big frozen Arendelle area. So I'm pretty sure he's going to come with that. Yeah.
Or maybe it's something new.
Or it could be something completely new.
Yeah. Because because
the Arendelle that they're doing at the other Disney, was it Disneyland? Is it Shanghai? I don't know. They that little like Sven's sleigh adventure, or whatever it's called. Maybe it's something like that. I don't know.
Because I saw a rumor on one of Disney blog sites that they I guess Disneyland Paris might be one of like a Star Wars speeder bike coaster or something behind Space Mountain.
That would be so cool. Could you?
And since he works with Vekoma, maybe that's what he's going to work on.
Do you know how easy? You know how easy it would be to convert the Tron light cycle ride vehicles to be a speed. It's so funny. Super funny. My son and I just watched Return of the Jedi just before I came onto the live stream.
Great movie, isn't it?
First time he's ever seen it. So,
did he love it?
Yeah, he was loving it. Wow, that would be cool. That would be cool to have a speeder bike coaster. The model's already there. You just have to modify the trains, have it be the same thing, have it go through a forest. Oh my gosh, we need to make that happen.
That'd be so cool.
Yes, we want Intamin. I want Intamin to build all the things. Oh man, what a great time to be an enthusiast right now. You know what I mean? There's just so much stuff happening. And like,
Like,
what else is kind of being rumored right now? Like, so we've got this upcoming one at SeaWorld Orlando. They think it's gonna be a roller coaster. We've got Universal Hollywood. I don't know what else
but
is.
up there by you, they got nothing, huh?
Not really.
In Magic Mountain.
There hasn't been any movement. There's been some small
What
stuff.
happened with all those? What happened with all those markings? I thought they were gonna renovate the restaurant or something.
Yeah, well, this happened in two different areas now. It's actually really, really crazy. Like, first they up on Samurai Summit, for those unfamiliar, like it's like kind of towards the very top of the actual mountain at Magic Mountain, where Superman is. There's this old restaurant that used to be a steakhouse, then it became a pizza place, and now it's just sitting abandoned and rotting away. It's like termite heaven. They had roped it off and started digging up the concrete, and there was markings and flags. People were all like, "Oh, something's gonna happen," because it's cool, because it's an area that could work for like a really cool flat ride. They just
or
looks
even
like
just the paint job, because it looks horrible.
yeah. So basically, they did nothing with the restaurant. They tore up the concrete in front of it, did some sort of infrastructure work, and then just put new concrete down, and then they've walked away. It's like, oh, but
Wow,
somebody was saying it's actually kind of neat. So they have confirmed that they're going to build that massive solar panel
so yeah.
for the parking lot. So their entire parking lot is going to have a solar panel covering, so every car can be in shade, and it's going to power a good majority of the park. I don't know the numbers right now, but someone was saying maybe what they were doing up there was part of that infrastructure to allow for that power to kind of power those things up there, that they needed to lay new cable or something like that. Now, another place that has a lot of markings currently, and I haven't checked on it in a while, is over there in the Bugs Bunny World, the kids area. There are a lot of markers.
That makes sense, because that one's kind of close to the parking lot, so maybe it is for that.
Yeah, maybe, but it's all over. It's like all around. It goes all around, like that little place where they have like Santa and Mrs. Claus kind of do their meet and greets during the Christmas time. The whole building's surrounded with markers, so I don't know if they're going to raise that, or I don't know. And then it goes all the way into where that Daffy bus, Daffy's tour bus or something, what it's called. They're all over the place, and I was just like, and the thing is, they're multiple colors, and I've looked it up so many times, I just don't have it to memory what each color means. Like green is sewer, and orange is electrical, and red is this and that. But there's like every single one, white, every color is there. It's really, really cool. Let's see. Michael Knack says that pipeline coaster at sea. Yeah, it does look crazy. Listen.
And it's cool because I like how the seats move. On the pipeline goes up. I feel like that's like really makes it. Surfy.
People slept on this coaster because they were looking at it being built, and the only frame of reference we have is the old style B&M stand-up coaster. So people are like, oh yeah, it's got a couple little wavy here, and okay, I mean, it might be fun. And it wasn't until IAAPA that they introduced the train, which looks really cool, that they said that the seats don't lock. They're going to have some play, and even still, like, okay, that might be fun. And it wasn't until the first people who got to ride it and review it were just like. So apparently it works kind of like how an elevator works. So like, when you're riding an elevator and it starts to drop. So basically you're going to be on a seat and the ride's going to drop, but you don't drop yet, and then conversely, like as it goes up, you get a little extra boost, which I guess is just a very odd sensation, and people are loving it. So rock on. I'm excited to ride that now. Because that's my favorite type of coaster, is a coaster that you come off just completely surprised at the experience. That's what I'm excited about.
And the layout looks cool too. It looks literally like some of those turns you're like literally surfing.
Yeah, because I thought it was just gonna be a gimmick, but apparently, the way that their profile are really going to work with the way those seats move, which is cool. That's great. That's great to see B&M, back to the innovation again. It's like. For a while there, they just kind of seemed like they were just like taking what they already knew and just kind of like tweaking it here and there. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love B&M coasters, but it was just like, Intamin were the people who were taking risks, like, and I still think they are. I still think they are the leaders and risk takers with their ride models. But yeah, it's cool to see B&M flex their creative juices again. It's pretty cool.
Well, let's see. Go Power Coaster says they want the Sky Tower back up. I heard somebody for 2024 for that one,
Yeah,
and then
some
the
people
going
who
on Mario.
were at the ACE events, West Coast Acers, which I was there that day, but I was not there for the event. Again, I told you I'm not a member of anything. I try to sweezel my way, but I didn't get to make there. But apparently, some guy at the coaster shop was saying that yes, they are finally getting bids and people to come look at Sky Tower to see if they can make it work. Because the thing is, it's like the Sky Tower isn't structurally in any danger. It's not unsafe for people to go up there. Evidence of this is a few months ago they had the first responders, so firemen and policemen, race to the top on the stairs.
Oh, I saw that.
For charity, right? So they wouldn't let those people go up there if it wasn't safe. And what it is this the state of California has, among a whole bunch of other things, just like to restrict. So they put super crazy restrictions on elevator maintenance, which I guess it's fine. It's all in the name of safety. That's great. But that because of the type of elevator that's in the structure itself for Sky Tower is very difficult to retrofit with. I mean, not impossible, but just very pricey. And so it didn't meet standards. I think it was OSHA standards. So they were unable to operate the elevator for public use. I do know that the old CEO, Neil Thurman, said that he, on the regular, would ride the elevator. But I mean, that's at his own risk. I've always thought, hey, listen, they should just, if people want to ride it, make it an upcharge attraction. And in order to ride it, you have to sign a waiver.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Problem solved. And with that money being from the upcharge, you could put towards retrofitting it. But, it's just me.
Man, or they can make it like Guardians of the Galaxy and go.
Oh, no, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout.
Oh, yeah, Mission Breakout. Go.
I was thinking Cosmic Rewind. I'm like, so the elevator spins around?
No, that would be
people
like
are excited
crazy.
to figure out what song it's going to be playing.
Like, man, let's see. What is your favorite HHN maze of all time, Ambassador?
Well, this will be a really easy question because I've only been to HHN twice in my entire life.
You're going this year.
I hope so.
I know so.
I don't remember the names of it. I won't remember the name of it, but the year was probably 2006 or 2000.
What happened?
And I went. I think it might have been 2007, maybe 2008.
Hold on, I did something.
Something's going on.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was like, "What?" I pressed the button. What I pressed? No, okay, I'm back.
Stream's still live. Yeah, stream's still live.
Cool.
But yeah, I remember going into a maze that kind of had some of the. It just had really cool effects. Like I think there was like a Freddy Krueger.
Oh, was it Friday the 13th? I mean,
or it might have been. No, you're right. It might have been Jason Voorhees, but it was like 2008. I think 2008, maybe 2009. But I think it was 2008. And they had the Chucky show.
Yeah, see,
it's so bad. It's so bad.
I started going in 2016 or 2015, so I have no idea. But hopefully Antonio knows what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but that's cool.
I would love to go.
You're going this year.
I want to go this year. I do. I want to go this year. Like, it's so tricky. It's not that there isn't a desire there. It's just when because I'm a family man now. I have a wife and a son, and so whenever I want to.
Is he 13 yet?
He's not. He is only 8.
Oh,
but
man.
when I want to when I want to go into different parks and things like that, I've got to think about them. Hey, it's Alan. What's up, buddy?
Good old Alan.
I've got to think about bringing them, so that it's just not admission for me. It's like, +2. And so that's why, you don't see me jet setting all around the world, is just because, it's expensive. And plus, my wife, she really does. She's a big, huge, coaster lover, theme park lover as well. It's just, we both work full time, and it's just kind of like, we just got to try to pick and choose our battles. Yes, Almighty Coasters knows the
Yeah, I
feeling,
know.
except this homeboy is at like Universal and like Magic Mountain, not like
Yeah, he's everywhere. Oh, Mr. Almighty Coasters. And see, my favorite Asian maze of all time. Okay, I really liked the Weekend maze last year.
Yeah, I heard good things
I
about
had
that one,
such a great time.
which is
And
crazy because you think about it and you just go, those two things kind of don't really mix. But I guess you watch his music videos, you kind of go, oh, okay, maybe it would be. But it's just weird to hear like, music artists having a
I
Hollywood
know, right?
maze, it's
And
kind of
I
weird.
went in
But it
and
works.
I was blown away. I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. And I actually came out of it saying this is my favorite Asian maze of all time. And what do you know? I guess that's the one. Because, wow, it blew me away. Blew me away. Almighty
Have you ever,
says those classes add up. I was like,
yes,
yes,
they
they
do.
do. You're right.
Hey, so Wizard, have you ever been to any of the other events for Halloween events around Los Angeles? Like, did you ever go to the haunted hayride or anything like that?
I did. I enjoyed the haunted hayride. It
Me
wasn't
too.
like scary or anything, but I actually the maces were pretty cool. The hayride itself was all right. I mean, it wasn't like but it was like
The
cool to
first
sit in the
hayride I
hay.
went to, was in 2000 and I want to say 2008 again, maybe 2009, and it was
Mm-hmm,
so good. Like that first one I went to was so good. Oh
mm-hmm,
no, it wasn't 2009. I'm sorry, it was probably, I think it might have been 2013, 2014. And it
mm-hmm.
was so, I mean, it was actually scary. Like I remember this moment where you're on the hayride and like
Interesting.
all these like dead zombie people like just walked
Mm-hmm,
past the hay, the tractor, right? And they didn't do
mm-hmm,
anything. They didn't even look at you, just kind of walk past, like, okay, that's kind of, because the thing, you're sitting there waiting for them to do something, but they didn't. And then like the
mm-hmm,
soundtrack changed, you know, and like they'd
mm-hmm.
all walked past you, they were all past, and so you're kind of like looking at them, and then the soundtrack changed and kind of just like dum, 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 dum. And right on cue with the music, they all turned around, and they all had like lighted eyes or something, maybe lights in their mouth or something. Like it was like right on
Mm-hmm.
cue, and then they started running back towards the tractor, and the tractor guy's like, oh, like kind of acting like he's trying to outrun like that. That was super cool. And then I also remember
That is pretty dope.
there was like a section where there were these they were like these big bendy poles or something like that, and there's these weird looking bird things on these poles, and they could like come really close to the thing, and then at the very end you went to like a little show building, and then they covered the entire train with like a sheet, and then they had like weird people like I think it was like before, obviously people like were like, you shouldn't cover people up because people could have asthma, or do you know what I mean? Like it
Yeah,
was back when it was like really
sensitive.
cool. It was really cool. It was really cool. I had a
See,
lot of
I wish I went to that one because, yeah, it
well.
was my first. It was my first time. Only I went, and it was like 2021. So it was like
Oh right, I
wasn't
went
like
some.
that.
I've been the subsequent years, and nothing has really. I mean, there's been some smaller elements that have been cool, but
Hmm.
that year, because it was all themed to like real serial killers, like John Wayne
Hmm.
Gacy and like Ted Bundy. So like that was the theme, and it was really
Hmm.
cool. Like I remember coming away from that just being like, that was pretty darn impressive. But yeah, I've been in subsequent years, and it hasn't been that great. But
Gosh, I hope they bring that back because it's pretty close to me. It's like in Griffith Park, it's like 20 minutes
yeah,
away.
yeah, and they moved
Nice
the
drive.
venue too, because they moved it from the old abandoned zoo area down to kind of like where the
Hmm.
baseball fields or the softball fields are. So it's
Hmm.
kind of yeah. But
Abandoned, so they should go back to the abandoned zoo because that already is creepy. And
yeah, it was
even
really
really
creepy. It was
like
really creepy, but
man, and it
yeah,
was
no,
actually I must say the price was pretty affordable. It was like 40, 50 bucks. It
something
wasn't too
like
bad.
that. Yeah, it was a good event. It was a good time.
Okay. What's your favorite Halloween event?
Probably not Scary Farm. I still think that's that's OG. It's to me.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, what's it called now? Halloween Haunt or whatever. I still will call it not Scary Farm. It's just I still think that's the greatest name ever.
Uh-huh.
But it's. I think it's just because of sentimental values. I mean, I definitely think that HHN probably does it better now. I think they've really honed it in. But
Maybe. I
there's
don't
still the
know.
sentimental value about Knott's. It's just I love the walk around character. I love the scare zones. I love just everything. I mean, the mazes are good too, but it's just there's something because they basically created this whole movement, right? It was Knott's Berry Farm that
Mm-hmm.
was where they were the godfathers of it. But I'll tell you what, I also had a really good time at Kings Island out there in Ohio. I went out
Mm-hmm.
there 2 Halloweens ago, and their event is really, really good. And what it made it good was the mazes were fine, but what made it good is it seemed like every square inch of that park, and it's a pretty big park. It's not like massive, massive, but it's pretty big. But like every square inch of that park had something, whether it was theming, lighting, fog, smoke,
Mm-hmm.
music, or whatever. And it was like, I was very impressed. Another little park I was impressed with, Lagoon in Utah. They have a thing
Ah,
called Frightmares, and it's really good. It's really, really good.
interesting.
I see. I love the theme parks in Halloween time. And we're approaching summer, where it's supposed to be peak theme park time, but I really do enjoy. I mean, even Magic Mountain. I think this last year, because 2 years ago it was okay, but last year this last Halloween, Magic Mountain really um bumped it up, and it did a lot better. I really liked a couple of the mazes and kind of what things that they were doing at Magic Mountain this past. Although I'd love for them to always do more, but I get it with they're just coming
Uh-huh.
off of being closed for a little while. They kind of couldn't go all in. But I think this coming Halloween is gonna be really good at Magic Mountain too.
I hope so. I
Yeah.
hope so, because boy, that was my first time at Fire Fest, and I was like,
Oh, that's right. You were
interesting.
kind of a little underwhelmed.
But it was also my first time at Not Scary Farm, not this time, but last time, and
Yeah.
I
What
was
do you think?
blown away. I was like,
So
wow,
good, right?
this is my favorite event, my favorite one. I was
It's
like,
so
I don't know, blown away. And I went back the second time and I was blown. Both times I actually got scared a couple times. Like, oh, you got me. And it wasn't even in a maze, it was in the fog. I was like, they just popped out
yeah.
of nowhere. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah. Here's Almighty Coaster saying Lagoon is so good for Halloween. And I think the thing that makes Lagoon so good about Halloween, and this was also what happened in Ohio, is that there's actually seasons in these places. So
oh, yeah, that is very
you've got,
true.
there's a very good possibility that it could be snow, but it's definitely chilly. It's
Mm,
cold, and something about the cold and like Halloween, I don't know. There's just something about that just intensifies it because you're shivering already because
mm,
you maybe have some nerves, about being scared or whatever. But then
mm,
like you're shivering because it's cold. It's just the combination of the two. It is a magical time. Something about Salt Lake City, area in October
mm.
because like the leaves are changing. There's could be snow on the mountains, and it's just
like, ooh, yeah, I have to go. My aunt actually just moved to Salt Lake City, so I'll have
oh,
to pop over
dude,
there
there
and
you go.
check it
You've got a place to stay,
out.
and you can make it
Yeah,
happen. You got to do
because
Cannibal, dude. Cannibal
and
will blow you.
the new coaster
Primordial
looks
looks
so good.
great. And
Like,
the cool thing about Primordial is like it's so secret. Nobody knows what it's going to do. And I've only seen like a handful of like I know they just started testing it, and even
mhm.
still there's just a handfuls of that. And
Yeah, like,
I think the biggest mystery of all is obviously the mountain was a mystery. We're like, wow, look at this crazy mountain. Then they built this little Q house, right? And people are like, oh, this is a cute
mhm,
little Q house. And then the Q house just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And now it's just like, it's like, okay, maybe they're building a little restaurant. Okay, maybe they're building a gift shop. Okay. And then I'm like, maybe this whole thing is a show building now. Maybe there's going to be a whole section of this freaking ride that happens in this house that's in the base of this mountain. And for those who don't know, yeah, Lagoon is in Utah, and they're building this brand new roller coaster called Primordial.
try
Well,
to.
they built a fake. You got to pull up a picture. They built this
Oh, let's
fake
see. We got a picture
mountain,
here.
and The ride goes
It
in and
looks
out of that
so
mountain.
good. Like it's like
And I
some
think
Disney theming right there.
I think the cars might even spin at certain points, and I think it is rumored that you might actually be interactive, like a shooting thing, kind of like like the Midway Mayhem thing at Disneyland. So it's a big question mark right now.
Let's see
But it
here.
looks super cool. Yes, Almighty Coasters, Alan. Let's do a lagoon trip. I'm down because I have family
I'm
also in the
so
area, so
down.
we should go. Here you go.
I
Check
mean,
it out.
look at this. This looks like some like Disney
And
Expedition
you know what's so
Everest
crazy?
mountains.
You know what's craziest part is that this is all being built in house, designed and built. And I'm obviously they're using, they're using
Mhm.
contractors and stuff like that. But what I mean is it's being designed in house, which is
Yeah,
just
that's
Then click on
insane.
where's that? There was one. Scroll down. There was one that showed the Q building.
Let's
Scroll
see.
down on your options. See the related content.
Let's see.
Oh shoot. Hit back one time.
Time. Boop. Okay, then
Scroll
scroll
down.
down. This.
No, keep going.
This.
There it is. Yes, look at that. This thing just
Oh
keeps
yeah.
getting
Oh
bigger and
yeah.
bigger. It's like what? What is that? Like you thought it would
Yeah,
just be a
and
station.
almost
That's
because look,
way too big.
there's the lip tail, so this is probably a show scene, maybe. Because look, it's like
And if you can see from other angles, it's like at first, when they first were building it looked like a little Q station building, and then it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm like, okay, maybe there's a pre-show. I don't
yeah,
know.
because I mean, it's probably because look, it's right there, so it's probably like a pre-show. Or something. Maybe you shoot. Maybe that's where you shoot some stuff.
I don't know,
And,
but it'll be cool to ride. I mean, do I think it's going to be the best ride I've ever ridden? No, but it's still cool. It
here's the
also,
backside of
oh
it.
yeah, it looks like it could be the maintenance bay. Possibly. I don't know.
It's very interesting.
But Cannibal, yeah, you see how it just started out with something small, and then all of a sudden it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Like
It's
funny
really
because
interesting.
it's not even that tall, but it's so well themed. Wow, look at that.
It's stunning. And that's only the part that we can see because it's going to be all indoors too, like that mountain.
Yeah, like
Because I remember going up to Utah a couple of years ago and driving past it, and before all the rock work was done, and you could see it was just super intricate in there, kind of like a Matterhorn type of thing.
yeah, like that's incredible. Like,
and that's the cool thing about Lagoon, because it started with their ride Bombora, which is a little family roller coaster. They I think they reached out to I can't remember. I'm probably going to get it wrong. I think they reached out to Gerstlauer for some help with it, and they weren't really super happy with what Gerstlauer was coming back with, so they just built it themselves, and it's very successful. And they have this other ride called Wicked, which is built by a company I think it's Zira. I think that's how you pronounce it. Some people say Zaire or Zur. They were very heavily influenced on designing that. And then Cannibal was just, they brought in a good designer and an engineering firm and just built that thing on their own. And Cannibal's something else. I'm telling you, Wizard, it is something else. It is super good. You got a picture of Cannibal?
Yeah.
Dude, look at that.
This is the iconic.
Look at this thing. Look at that thing.
You just
it's
elevator. I mean, look at this.
It's an elevator lift, and it was until just recently the steepest drop on any roller coaster in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool, and it's just lap bars.
Oh wow!
It's really cool. It's a fun ride.
Yeah, that's like, and this. Oh, it even has a little mountain theming of its own.
Yeah, it has it's like water fountains and waterfalls, and they've painted some of the supports to look like bamboo. They've got like big statues of like lions and like elephants and stuff. It's cool. Like Lagoon's a legit little park, so that you should, especially now you got family there, you should go.
Like, well, yeah, because I knew it was in Utah. I should know. I guess it makes sense. It wasn't close to Salt Lake City. That's the biggest city.
But, yeah, it's not too far. I think it's only about depending on traffic. I think you can be to Lagoon in about like half an hour from north of Salt Lake.
Oh, that's not bad at all. That's just from here to Woodland Hills.
Yeah,
So wow. Oh
it's
yeah,
really
look at
easy.
that.
It's really easy to
I'm
get
just
there.
incredible about
Oh yeah,
this
that's
theme.
called a lagoon roll. That's an element that
Like
they designed.
this.
That's an inversion element that they designed. That if you go back to that other picture that you had, um, it happens over a
Oh,
waterfall. So basically, yeah, you just hit back. Um, one more, back one more time.
oh what? Boop.
There
Oh,
you go.
this.
So basically, it's kind of like
Wow.
two inline twists that don't complete. So it kind of starts doing or maybe more like a JoJo roll, like a JoJo roll that doesn't complete. So it
Mhm.
starts JoJo roll, kind of hang times you there, and then does a JoJo roll the other direction and comes out of it. And the thing is, you're only in a lap bar, and it's over like these boiling water. Kind of it's supposed to sort of look like a boiling pot of boiling top of a waterfall. And so like you're
Mhm.
just dangling, and no joke. I mean, and Alan will back me up on this. It's like the lap bar is the only thing that is the lap bar touching the front of your thighs is the only thing that's touching, unless you're grabbing onto something. But if you do a hands free, your butt is not in that seat
Oh.
during that element. No, it's like the best hang time outside of Full Throttle, the big first loop in Full Throttle. Think of how that rad hang time is as you're slowly, but it's like it's more sustained than that. It's really cool.
Interesting. Yeah. See, I'm just so used to seeing the lift and the drop. I didn't know there was like all this little theme. Like I had no idea it looked like
And their
this. Like
Immelman is crazy too. It's like one of the weirdest Immelmans I've ever experienced. It's like the snap out of the Immelman is like so late. It's really weird. I don't mean weird as in like uncomfortable. It's not. It's a very smooth ride. It's just that it's like I was saying earlier in the stream. I love writing things that are different and unique, and you come off so pleasantly surprised. And Cannibal is one of those. And for them to build it in house, and it's just in this, in the middle of, I mean, technically, like Utah is not a place that's really easy to get to, really, for the
uh
for
huh.
most, for most of the country, and so to have this like world class coaster right there, it's really cool.
Incredible. I mean, look at them. Look how when
Yeah,
master.
Almighty's, yeah, the Almighty coaster. It's his favorite inversion is the lagoon roll.
Wow. Oh man. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, Immelman. You see that Immelman right there? It's crazy.
That's kind of. I was like, what? That's
Yeah.
so
Well, you come out
weird.
from the other way. So as you come down, that's what you come up out of. Yeah. So you go dive into a
Oh,
tunnel
yo, then go.
and you come up out of that thing. Yeah, it's crazy.
That
Yeah, you
one,
can see
I
them. You
like
can see in this other
it.
picture here. See the picture that's go down with your mouse down right there. That one. Yeah. See that? That's the Immelman right there. It's crazy.
Woo, woo, woo.
It's legit. And I remember the last time I was there, there was a couple other coaster enthusiasts from Southern California that were there. Lonely Thrills and I can't remember who the other cat was, but it might have been Coaster Swag. I don't remember. But they're riding it with me, and they're like doing all sorts of weird like tricks with it. They're like, okay, this time we're gonna ride it. We're just gonna look straight down the whole time, and then they're like, now we're gonna ride it, and we're just gonna look left the whole time. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't need to get sick. Yeah,
You see
that's
how
T-Lex.
gorgeous that is?
Yeah, so finally, yeah, isn't that so cool? They built it all on
I
their
mean,
own.
that's
It's
just
fantastic.
gorgeous. Like, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Six Flags can easily do simple things like this, but they choose not to. It's very disappointing.
Yeah, it comes back to one of those things where it's just like, it's definitely a debate in the coaster community and the enthusiast community where people are like theming, and then some people say, who cares about theming? And I'm kind of somewhere in the middle where it's just like,
Like, I
yeah,
feel like you can definitely do both. Like, it doesn't have to be a lot. Like, this is not a lot. It's just one
yeah,
main waterfall, but it adds so much to the coaster than just.
it
Imagine if that
does.
waterfall is not there. Then it just
Well, the only
don't.
to play devil's advocate, the only thing I say to that is theming doesn't matter if you close your eyes the whole time.
You're right, right? But think for the people who aren't on the coaster and just walking by it.
True.
It just adds a great atmosphere.
It does, absolutely. I do like theming. Like, you look at
Like you can
Pantheon
hear
and
the
you look at
waterfall
Chupacabra.
and you can hear the coaster. Like
True.
you know,
True.
Like it's not like some. It's like no, no. It's like um, it's like the street atmosphere at Disneyland for me. Hey, some people sit there and watch those bands play and those small street acts, not the big parades, but like the small street acts they on Main Street and New Orleans Square. They do those the jazz and everything, right? Me, I always just walking by. I never stopped to watch them. But right after the COVID and stuff, when the parks were open and they were gone, like I noticed that they were gone because I didn't hear them, and it made a big difference for me. So it's like
Ambiance,
if this
yeah.
waterfall wasn't here, like you don't hear it or you don't see it. You may never get on the coaster, or if you get on the coaster, you might close your eyes
Yeah.
and like whatever. But like if it's not there, yeah, it makes it subconsciously. It makes a difference to like
Yeah.
everyone, whether you're on it or not. And
Hey, I'm a
that's
big
why.
fan. I'm a big fan of ambiance. I'm a big fan of creating a scene and setting a mood. But at the same time, I will never say no to a new roller coaster, even if it's built in a parking lot.
Oh yeah, I mean if it's like either you get theming or I mean either if theming it's or no roller coaster then yeah, but if you can, it's always good to try.
That's right.
Try your best. Because God, look, I cannot. This might be my new my new lock screen.
Oh,
Look
nice.
at that! Look at that!
It's beautiful, isn't
That
it?
looks like I'm right. Looks like a coaster is going through a mountain in Yosemite and just blew the mountain open. And you just like that's an actual waterfall, with an actual mountain. Like,
Yeah,
you
so
know,
we'll see. We'll see how. I mean, because they knocked it out of the park with that, so we'll see how Primordial does. I mean, I'm expecting it to be really great. I think it's gonna be more of a family coaster, to be honest with you.
looks
Um,
like it.
but I still think it's gonna be really, really fun.
Like, oh my god, woo! I can't. Oh goodness, wow! I mean, I can look at that all night long, all night long. Oh boy,
All
wow, wow,
night long. Oh,
wow.
I got one last question to ask you, Wizard.
Oh yes.
So, for those of you who don't know, Mr. Wizard here was so gracious to make a little teaser campaign, a little, it's about a 30-second video clip of
Oh
him
yeah, buddy.
promoting my show, and I put an Easter egg in that video, and he still
Oh,
hasn't
I
found it. Did you
tried.
find it? Did you find it?
I looked it up and I get up in the middle of the ocean to the south of Malibu. Did I put? I might
No,
think I put in the wrong
you
thing
put it in wrong. You put it in wrong.
because I'm like I don't know what this was,
Oh, I
and
gotta try to
I
find it.
like I was close. Like I thought it was my house. I was like it's close to my house,
No,
but
it's even better than that.
uh,
Try it
I
again.
okay.
Do it in Google Maps.
Okay, let's
Do it
see.
in
Let's
Google
see.
Maps. Make sure that you type it in
Oh,
exactly, and you got
okay.
to put a
What? Wait.
space. You got to put a space between the comma and the next number,
Hold
and
on.
the
Let's see
sequence
what
of
we
numbers.
got.
I could pull it up and read off the numbers to you if you want me to.
Yes. What is it?
Okay, stand
Because
by.
I was like, maybe it's Super Nintendo World. Maybe it's my house. Maybe it's downtown. I don't know.
No, it's
Maybe
it's
it's your house.
it's a fun Easter egg. So stand by. I'm pulling it up. So do you got Google Maps open in the
Yes.
stream? Okay, you do.
Yes.
Okay. So let's go to my content. Where's my content? Where is my content? Come on. There's my content. Let's go find the wizard here. This is making for a great live stream, like me looking up something. I'll find it though.
Boom, boom,
There you are.
boom.
There you are. Ready? And I hope you liked the name of it too. Disappeared without a splinch. It's also
Oh yes.
a little teeny Easter egg because splinching is what happens in Harry Potter. You're a big Universal guy. You're also a wizard. Wizards know how to apparate, and if you apparate incorrectly,
Oh man, is that the
you
location of Harry
flinch.
Potter's Forbidden Journey?
No, but are you ready?
Dang.
Are you
Okay,
ready
I'm
for
ready.
this number?
Okay.
Ready? 3-4
3-4
dot
dot
or period, right? 131
131
881
881.
comma. Then you got to do minus
Minus.
118.
Wait, so 881 minus 118?
No. So you did 881, comma, right? Here, let me go open up your.
Oh no, you cut out there for a second. Okay, comma,
Yes, yeah, so 131,
space,
comma. No space.
no space.
No space.
881, comma,
Minus
minus
118
118,
dot 35
35,
25
25,
63.
63.
So what he's entering in is coordinates. So at the beginning of each video, I put coordinates to see if people could find them. Did you hit search?
Enter. Okay, let's see what we got.
Okay, now go to Street View. Go to Street View.
Oh, that's where my billboard is.
Don't do anything. Go to Street View. Click over there. Click Street View.
That's where my bill. That's crazy.
Now zoom
What
around.
Wait, hold on.
Isn't it there? Oh,
It's there.
There it is.
It's there.
It's there. Oh, I thought I had it to where you could, as soon as you clicked on it, you could see it.
Hold on. I can go this way.
Yeah, turn around.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh wait, my bill was on Google Maps. That's cool.
Yeah, dude. I'm surprised it took you a little bit further because I thought I had it to where it was like exactly like as soon as you hit Street View that it would show your billboard. Yeah.
That's insane. Wait, now I gotta post this everywhere.
Isn't that cool?
Cool. What? That's cool.
That's your little Easter egg. So with everybody who gave me a video, I put in a personalized coordinates.
Put in these coordinates. I'm gonna tell.
That's what makes the wizard the freaking goat that he got a billboard.
It's
The cool thing about
his
his billboard's location is legit because if you zoom around on that, that's also where Disneyland advertises. And on the other side, Knott's is on the other side. Yeah. So you've got this is high, which is called a highly trafficked outdoor campaign. My wife works in advertising. This is called out of home advertising billboards, and this is a very highly a lot of eyeballs on this area. That's why it's right as you're exiting Universal, and that's why Disneyland and Knott's have those advertisements there. We're going, hey, if you like Universal, come to see our parks. And then you just look a little bit to your left, and it's like, hey, and if you like all those things, check out Theme Park Wizard. It's like
it's so dope.
The goat. It's the goat, dude. Like, I'm telling you, that's like the most baller move. Like I'm telling you, like I don't care what anybody else does. Like that is so baller. The only thing that could ever top that is if somebody like paid for skywriting or something like that over like an Ace event or something like that. You get a skywriting. Subscribe to Theme Park Wizard. That would be legit.
I know. I was thinking of that, so I was looking into it. I was like,
yeah.
That's so cool. Oh wow. Wowie. I know it was on Google Maps. Wow, that updated.
Isn't that cool?
What? That's crazy. Look at they all so clear. Ooh,
yeah. Super cool, right?
No way.
Yeah. Like, I love that.
Oh yeah, this is incredible. Wow, I know my coordinates. Now I'm gonna save these coordinates forever, and hopefully. Wow, oops. Oh yeah, this is crazy. Now I'm telling all my friends to do it. Learn this today. Hold on. I'm freaking dead. Crazy. Wow. That's cool.
So one day I hope it's be as cool as you. Maybe I'll get a billboard across from Magic Mountain. I don't know. No, I'll tell you what it is. What I've been trying to do. My ultimate goal, no joke. And if anybody from Magic Mountain is watching, I want to make my studio for my show the old gift shop that's underneath the Six Flags Magic Mountain. It's actually called Six Flags California sign. That's right there by the Wendy's.
For you.
I want that. I have talked to people about it. People who you'd think would have something to say about it, and they are like, no, we still utilize it for like storage and stuff like that. I'm like, come on,
Whack.
if let me use it,
Whack.
I will put my own money into making the interior nice again. It has a bathroom. I'm like, come on, that'd be so cool. Can you imagine my studio being there? Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool.
That'd be pretty dope. It's way better than the space that it uses right now, which is nothing.
It doesn't
And you
do
can go to
anything.
In and Out for lunch.
Go to In and Out for lunch, go to Wendy's for breakfast. Just the fact that it's so close to Magic Mountain, people who are visiting can just swing by into the studio. Oh my gosh, it'd be so cool.
Yeah, but then some people might go and try to steal all your stuff.
Well, that's why I said I would put my own money into, upgrading it. I would.
Oh, I guess that's why you have to have like lots of security cameras.
Well, there could be security cameras, but Wendy's has got security cameras there too, and I think that Wendy's might be open 24 hours, and so it's like there's people around.
Oh, smart. 24 hours? Not bad.
Around.
That's not bad. Oh, wait, one last thing. Are you going to Six Flags? Whatever they have a food fest or something, don't they? Viva Love something.
I haven't been there yet. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go this week sometime. I haven't seen the new festival that they got going on. But I'm planning to.
If you're going especially now, let me know.
Well, especially because the weather's so nice right now. So it's like
I know it's gorgeous. Because you won't catch me in the summertime.
It's too hot.
I can only go when it's like 60 to 70. I'll stop by Six Flags 60 to 70. And then you'll catch me in September or October. No way. No way. Not even with solar panel parking lots can I do it.
You'll just hang out at the solar panel.
I'll just hang out.
Well, this was
fun. Try it back home.
Unless
I'm back.
Tesla wants to build their little secret tunnel right to the entrance, that'd be cool. But
they should, since Six Flags wants to get rid of their monorail.
Yeah,
disappointing. Very disappointing. To walk around in a circle, very bad. That's what their next fight should be. Some sort of transportation around the freaking place.
They had one.
I know they got rid of it.
And there's still track that's visible.
Yeah, rebuild the monorail. No, just like to bring back the People Mover at Disneyland. Rebuild the monorail. Come on, man.
Bring it back.
Please, and cover the monorail. Make it like.
Or even better, do make a roller coaster that starts in the parking lot and then goes through its course, but that has an unloading station in the park, kind of like the old the monorail does. Like it's not you can get on at downtown Disney, but you can get off.
Yeah.
Make it a roller coaster. That'd be cool.
I used to do that in Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh, you did? Like an entrance
they have that, make it like a little transportation system. It had like boom, like 3 stations, and they went around the park.
That's cool. Smart idea.
By the way, are you gonna be at Disneyland on Tuesday?
No.
You should be.
I know. It's like I've said no to every single thing you've asked me about. I'm going to tell you, here's a little secret. I have not been to Disneyland in a very, very, very long time. Kind of as a small little protest. I'm not really happy with what's going on with their pricing, and they're pushing everything to, Genie Plus and the virtual queue stuff. I think that the magic is slowly fading at Disneyland. But that being said, if anybody wanted to get me into the park for free, I would go. I'll buy lunch.
You don't want to go to say goodbye to Splash Mountain one last time?
No, I can say good. I can drive by and say goodbye to
it. He's like, bye. As he goes down the
path. I mean, it was a fun ride, but I think the new one's going to be even better. It's going to be basically the same ride experience. And the theming looks really cool, and I'm excited for, the new songs and stuff that are going to go in there. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, I'm one of these individuals that I'm not sad for when things go or change to something different, because, I think it'll be great. I think that, if we spend too much time looking backwards,
Oh,
we
so
sometimes have something that's in the future will pass us by. So I think we should be looking forward all the time.
you're right. We can look forward to the Avatar experience.
Like, for
Man.
example, if I kept looking back to when my goatee used to not be white, what would I
It's barely white now. It's mostly black,
yeah,
and it's mostly like not there. So it's okay.
yeah. Cool, man.
Man. Well,
Well,
everyone,
yeah, we got to meet up
subscribe
soon. We got to meet up
to
soon, man.
Ambassador,
Yeah. Thank you.
and I'll see you at Universal very soon this weekend.
Yeah. Dude, I'm excited.
Drones, man, drones. You gotta see the drones.
I want to see everything. I want to see.
Gotta see the drones.
And I want to go to Super Nintendo World. I want to go to. I want to see the construction, but I go to your channel, your Instagram as well to check out the cool updates for the whatever the new churro stand is going to be. But
I love churros.
churro the ride. They should just make a churro ride.
Churro Part 2. The sequel to the Churro Stand and Islands of Adventure.
Churro Hollywood Drift. Cinnamon powdering.
They really got to up their churro game though, because I don't like Universal's churros. So do better, Universal. Do better.
Yeah. Speaking of doing better, you can't do any better than Theme Park Wizard. So everybody, please smash that like button.
Smash it immediately. I don't know.
Or flick it. You don't have to smash. If you want to flick, or you can just gently depress. That's also accepted. So however that button gets registered, you go for it.
As long as you touch it somehow. You just gotta make contact like this. Wait, an example. Boop.
There you go.
Like that.
Yeah.
There you go. Also, Alan, you should come to Universal. He's like much closer. He's like lives near me. And he was just there. He never tells me when he shows up.
Yeah, he's there. It seems like he's there a lot. Yeah.
I know, with his fancy camera that I need.
Speaking of Alan's fancy camera, did you know that he was the camera guy on my little return video? I owe it all to Alan. Yeah, all to Alan. That genius of a camera guy. He filmed everything. So
go follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
Almighty Coasters, super cool dude. Oh, Alan, are you gonna be at SeaWorld on Thursday? Let me know. But anyway, whatchamacallit. Subscribe to Enthusiast Roundtable. Get him to 500 subscribers right now, because he had like thousands on his other one. So now we gotta have thousands on this one.
Yeah, I walked away when it was at thousands. So it was kind of sad with my old channel, but happy to be back with the new Enthusiast Roundtable. New episodes coming. Wizard will be part of the new shows more than once, obviously, because he's local and come be on the show as many times you want.
Like there.
Yeah, man.
As long as you give me some dinner. Just kidding.
Yeah, no. Hey, listen. You gotta get butts and chairs somehow. So I appreciate that. You can check me out on Instagram at _ambassador_ERT, or on YouTube at Enthusiast Roundtable. I'm also on Rumble. I just thought I would try. I think you're on Rumble too, Wizard, right?
Oh, I am. I don't. I think all my videos just sync there, but I don't like.
Oh, that's cool. I'll have to ask you how to get to sync there. I was trying to get mine to sync and I couldn't figure it out. But I'm also going to be going on probably Spotify and Apple Music as well, because my show can be put in a podcast format.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it can be listened as in a podcast format, because my shows are just like your live streams here, about an hour long. So it's a little bit of a different format, but check me out.
Do it right now, or else I will scream. You don't want me to scream.
No, I'm gonna take my headphones off.
Do it. And also, please, everyone, check out the Dark Arts at Universal Studios Hollywood this weekend. Drones are back. We like drones. And the Death Eaters are returning. So, we like Death Eaters.
That's cool.
Subscribe, like for cool epic universe stuff, but also Hollywood stuff and other stuff. SeaWorld stuff, Disneyland stuff. And if Six Flags decides to build something, Six Flags stuff too. Bye!
Let the magic flow.